It happens.
So you
bro.
think selfish men don't marry long term, like girlfriends and baby mothers and things like that? You think it's more like selfish?
I think it is selfish. It is selfish, right? And he would say to me like, "Yo, I want her to find somebody." And I remember one time
while they're together.
No, they have like even when they're not together, they're cool. You know what I mean? And
they're cool parenting.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And they're great at it.
Yeah.
But he'd be like, I wanted to find somebody. But then I remember one time she was dating somebody and he had a problem with it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
he kind of got that in his back pocket for
bro.
Needed, but
and
he really don't.
One thing that I noticed is when he moved on, when he was ready to leave, and he didn't have to double back, and he knew he was straight. Then it's like, all right, I don't really care.
We out.
We gone. And this is what I'm saying. Like, yo, I said to him, I'm like, yo, you wasting her time, bro. She could be out there looking for somebody else, but she is sticking around because she believes that there's a possibility that you guys are going to take it to another level.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't never. We ain't never doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I get what he's saying.
Speaking of one hit wonders, yo, I watched that Milli Vanilli doc.
That shit is great.
You watched it?
I watched it.
It was good, right?
It was very good.
Yo, it was insightful. It was a lot of things that happened in their career that I didn't really know because I was so young. And I just remember like all the parody and everything going around. Everybody just kind of making fun of it, but it kind of they knew what was going. But I didn't really like when they say lip singing. I didn't know that they lip sing to that extent. I didn't know how crazy it really looked in person. Like to see them perform, because I was a kid. I was like 8, 9. So I'm like, everybody kind of lip sang when they went up there a little bit, when they did like Arsenio and everybody. Like no one really sang live and stuff like that.
No.
But to see them go up there and well, just the whole how they came up and they were really friends, which was cool. And they both came from rough childhoods, but the way they were just like, okay, this is the image. The dude from overseas wanted 2 black dudes. And he knew black music would sell.
Yeah.
And then he went and got a rapper from like what dude from like Texas or Memphis?
Yeah, he was Houston, Texas.
Houston. And then he got a singer, and it's like, yo, these cats, the way they sang and the way they talked were 2 different. Like who felt like how did adults fall for it?
I don't think the industry. I don't think they were fooled. I think they knew it was what it was, but. It just shows you the society and the world. They want to believe a lie. They want to believe it. They really want to believe their lying eyes.
Right.
Because it's like it's easier that way, right? It's too much work. Like what's easy? Hearing a song, liking a song, buying a record, and just being a fan. Like, but to go digging to figure out what's what and like is this true or whatever like that? Yo, bro. Takes a lot of work.
Because to hear the song, I remember I heard the song before I ever saw them. So you hear the song on like BLS or whatever, and you like it, you know what I mean? Then you see the cast, and you're like, okay, but it's like, it's a good song. But it's like, was there anything really wrong with what they did? I think it went too far when they went. With the Grammy.
I didn't think it was nothing wrong with it. Right?
Me neither. I was like, it's probably shit like that probably happening now.
No, after a certain point, right. I just think it went too far. But I feel like what dude was doing, it's like, yo, he put together a group that looked the part. He put some voices or whatever. Everybody should be happy. He
did a lot of work.
A lot of work.
I was like, yo,
they sold a lot of records though, and they made a lot of money.
I was like, yo, fam, you put the play together kind of ill, like, and you put out decent music with a decent look, but yo, it kept going.
We sorry guys, but. If you haven't watched it,
on
Amazon, Amazon Prime, they have it. The Milli Vanilli doc. We just jumped right into the conversation. Check it out. It's very, very good. Shout out to Corey Cool, our designated music guy. Right, but cool. Yo, that documentary was a great documentary. I think
I enjoyed it. And I was like, yo, we were kind of hard on them, yo, for what they. It was
funny. You know what the funny shit was? The coming home moment was when dude is singing the shit at the end, and he sound better than the original singers.
That was it. That was it. I sat there and was like, yo, hold on. He could have just did this.
Yo, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Did this. He could have just did this. And with the little flavor and all that, and he tried, but it took him mad years to get to that point. And he had to try. But they got too gassed.
Yeah.
They got too gassed. Yeah. It was a cautionary tale, honestly. Like, they could have kept the whole thing going, but they got too gassed. Yeah. And homie said it. He said, if they go to LA, if they go to America, they're gonna fuck everything up. And he was absolutely right. Yeah. They messed it up in a matter of a year. Gone.
Yeah.
No, great doctor. I'm glad you watched that. I was just at the crib. I'm like, I'm watching this. Like I was here for that. Oh, and another thing. Arsenio and In Living Color were the Instagram of that time.
They were.
That was the way.
I didn't even. This is what
black people kind of communicated, and we all snapped on social situations. Those were the memes. Those were everything of that time.
Absolutely. And the crazy shit about it is even as far as bringing you up to date, when you said you heard it on, you heard the record before you saw them.
Yeah.
The first time I saw Milli Vanilli was on In Living Color when they were
making fun of them.
They were spoofing them.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't even know what they even really look like?
No, not really. Not really. That was the first time.
Okay.
And then like even now I got like a playlist where I have Blame It on the Rain on a playlist or whatever. Okay. But I didn't like back then, like you gotta understand, we were younger. So
yeah.
It was like, you heard certain records, but that was my first introduction to them.
Yeah.
When they spoofed them on In Living Color.
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
Yeah. Like that was like when I saw the clips, I was like, yeah, they kind of tore them boys up, yo. You know what I mean? And it came out. Yo, another thing, why, homie was just dry snitch. Like he couldn't just. The dude in Europe that put the play together, couldn't he just pay the Houston rapper more to just shut up? Like why he felt like he just didn't have to pay him more? Like you had to keep it going. Like you knew he was gonna talk. You talking about I kept hearing my song on the radio, but you did it. I got a problem with people doing shit and then like coming to Jesus after and being like, this really bothers me hearing my song on the radio. He knew his part. He knew because he said they would make sure they would go to the studio when they were in there. Right. Yeah.
So he already knew it was a secret, right?
Yeah.
But if dude is making $580 million off the records,
you can break him off,
and you could give him some more money.
I give him
hush
money. You got to keep the hush money going.
He was into black music, but he was treating them like niggas. You understand what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Yo, bro.
Yeah. Great doctor.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, watch that doc. I know we just went off on a tangent, but
and it ends well. I mean, it doesn't end the greatest, but I like the ending. I didn't know one of them died.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Nah.
Because dude that's alive, he did Vlad interviews. He did a lot of
for real?
Yeah. I watched his Vlad interview and everything like that. Okay. So I knew the other one had passed.
Yeah.
But dude that passed, he was like 34 years old, bro.
Yeah.
It was fast. It was crazy. It's crazy. So check that out.